Hey YouTube, it's Mr. Five Cylinders back. Just want to do a quick little video of a new arrival. And I had a couple other knives in my collection. I was just going to kind of throw out there some knives maybe y'all have never seen or something like that. First one I've got though is my newest knife. It's by a company called Bad Blood. And you may have heard of them. But they're out of, well actually they're company created by Hallmark Cutlery, and they're from Kodak, Tennessee, which is like east of Knoxville. And this particular knife is called an Urban Mistress, and it's a collaboration with Bad Blood. Now let's see, I'm trying to think of the guy's name. I think it says on there. I think his name is Mosier. It's a flipper design. And this particular one has gray and black contoured G10 handles. And if I'm not mistaken, the back spacer there feels to me like G10 too. It could be plastic. This is a large knife. As you can see, it's a drop point blade. Other side it says Bad Blood. I'm not sure if it says Mosier on it. I don't think it does. I think that might be his design. This is made in China. I don't know if I can get that to focus. But yeah, this is listed as a 4-inch blade. And it's a thick, beefy knife with a thick blade. I just liked it because I had never seen a G10 done in that configuration. And then it's got a stainless pocket clip. My only gripe would be about this is this single position. It's tip up only, right side carry. And that clip is really stiff. I may have to take it off and loosen it. I haven't even tried to put it in the pants pocket yet, but it is super stiff. Assuming it's stainless, but I can't even budge it. So I don't know. I guess it would slip into some thin shorts. But yeah, it's got a finger tool there. Handle's really comfortable. It's got some jimping on the back of the blade there. Like I said, it's a big knife. And I like big folders, so especially if you're going to try to carry one for self-defense. Let's see, this is the blade steel on this is listed as 8CR14 MOV, which is, I guess, the Japanese version of AUS 8. I don't know how much of a difference there is between 8CR14 and 8CR13, which is usually what most people use. But I wouldn't think there'd be too much difference. But yeah, it's a hollow ground blade. And I thought it was, a beautiful knife. But yeah, I think the designer's name is David Mosier, if I'm not mistaken. But he's done quite a few knives for Bad Blood, and I like this one a lot. If one of your concerns is not to carry a heavy knife, you probably wouldn't care for this one. This beefy baby comes in at about 8.5 ounces. So yeah, it's a little chunky. But like I said, it's a good, comfortable knife, and it flips pretty good. It's a liner lock. You got to give it a little bit. I may loosen the pivot. It'll probably loosen up after some use, but it's not bad. But I love those handles, and I think it's a good, solid, everyday carry knife. Especially for somebody that's worried about self-defense. And it did come really sharp. I like that about it. And I stropped it as usual. But yeah, it's pretty damn sharp. So anyway, there's that one. And I've got some other ones that are comparable in size. I just thought I'd throw out there. These are kind of budgety. So I paid about, I think, 40, just under $50 for this one. And I thought that was a good price for the, for the quality. Now this one is an M-Tech. And I can't remember the name of it, but it's a cheap knife, but it's got aluminum handles and probably 440A steel, but it's a automatic, and it's got a flipper. It's got a big Tonto blade and a skeleton cutout, laser cutout in the blade, and this is about a 4-inch blade too. I don't usually carry this one, but I just thought it was kind of neat because it's got the skull on the, on the tang there, or on the guard, whatever you want to call it. And I think it only has a 1-position clip too. That might be 2. Not sure. I think it's just 1 position though. You might be able to put them back here. I think those are. Can't tell if those are lanyard hole. I think that's just a lanyard hole, so that must be a 1-position only carry clip. But yeah, it's an M-Tech ballistic. It's kind of cool. Flips pretty good, and it did come pretty sharp. Interesting design. It's got some good jimping on the back. A little, well, that comes up in a triangular shape. It keeps your hand secure. So there's another one of my big folders. Thought that was pretty neat. This other one is a United, and this one is, I think this one's called the Blonde. This is a collaboration with Mikhail Williamson, and this is a frame lock. And the blade on this one I think is about 4 1/4, and it's another modified Tonto. And I love the way they did that Tonto on that. And I love the way they did the camouflage on there. Kind of a gray and black camo. And the G10 scale on this thing is like really super thick. Kind of reminds me of an alligator pattern or a tire tread or something like that. But you can see right there on there it says Williamson. I guess from Mikhail Williamson. On the other side I think it says maybe China or something. It does not give the blade steel. I think it's 440C on this one though, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, you can see it's just G10 on one side and the other side is painted the same as the knife. So that kind of carries on into the handle. I thought that was just a neat look to it, and I love that recurve on that Tonto. That's a good design. You got this real long extended like groove for your thumb, but it's really not that hard to activate. If you put your thumb in the right spot, it comes out pretty easy. It's loosened up over the over time because I've played with it a little bit, and it's like an aluminum backspacer here. It's got some holes. They're really too small to be used as a lanyard. And then I painted the pocket clip OD green because it was, I think, silver, and I didn't want it that color. I either wanted it black or something else, but I painted it olive drab because I like olive drab and black together. But yeah, that's a big knife too, so I think it's, like I said, it's 4 1/4 inch blade, and it's sharp too. It's partially serrated. So yeah, I just wanted to throw a video out, show some of my personal knives and some of the kind of things I like. But yeah, this thing, you can get it in a reverse grip. I think that's what that jimping there is for, but you get this in a reverse grip, man, you've got a nasty weapon because that point's going to come down at an angle when it hits, and it's just going to rip into anything. That's such a big knife anyway. Yeah, I've always liked fighting knives, and especially when they started coming out with like fighting folders. Like probably in the 90s is when they probably started getting serious about that. I think Spyderco is one of the earlier Benchmade. But you don't have to spend, hundreds of dollars to get a decent knife. I believe this knife was, when I got it, it was on sale for about $20. So, which considering it has original, real G10, and it's a collaboration too by a custom designer. That's sometimes how you get a good deal on a knife that's, by a custom knife maker without having to pay the hundreds of dollars that, buying, from them would cost. So, yeah, it's just a couple little knives out there I want to throw out there for everybody. But yeah, Bad Blood, you got to check their company out. They make some really interesting designs. I think this is my third or fourth Bad Blood knife. And like I said, they're from Tennessee, and I live in Tennessee. I kind of like to support my own state when possible. And I did order another one from them the other day. It's a fixed blade, and I think it might be, let's see, Sean Kendrick is another designer they use, or knife designer they use that collaborates with them. I think the new one I got, I think it's a Mosier too, but it's called the Rotor Head. So when I get that in, I'll probably do a video on it. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all the next time, and I hope y'all have a good week. And I'm looking out for all your videos too. So take care, and I'll see you later.